Good fella. We back once again with the Boxing Clinic and more. And man, Kell Brook has some things to say, but first off, I want to let everybody know that we will be going live tomorrow, live reaction, live scoring. Errol Spence, Lamont Peterson televised card, not the show extreme card. The one where where Bunny Easter Jr. starts off the card with Fortuna, then it jumps right into Peterson and Spence as well. We're gonna be do live scoring, live reaction for the fights tomorrow. Don't forget we got the new podcast jumping off. The live show. I know a lot of people don't want to pay to jump off YouTube to watch YouTube videos outside of the YouTube app. So look at the last video I dropped, and the podcast link is in there. And when this video processes, I'll put the link in the description so you can listen to the podcast on the go. We'll do the podcast for breakdown predictions, live shows, and post-fight predictions. But that's it. But as far as Kell Brook said, in this brief interview, that he didn't think Errol Spence was that great. He said he'd get Peterson on points because Peterson has been hearing how great Spence been boasting and saying how great he was. That's pretty much what Brook said. So he said Peterson gonna come prepared to take the damage. He gonna see the last bell. He said he been in there with Spence. He don't think Spence that great. And that's his opinion. But after that beating he took from Spence and Golovkin, when this video processes. What's going on? When this video processes, I'll leave that interview link in the description. If I forget, just hit me up. It's on Fight Hype though. Shout out to Fight Hype UK. And he was slurring though. He didn't seem like he is himself. He was he was slurring with his words. And I know after the Spence fight, he had the issue on the plane where he got drunk. He said he was depressed because he lost to Spence and stuff of that nature. So maybe he still ain't in his right mind. But it's hard to get somebody credit after they whooped you like that. What's going on? He said, Spence ain't that great. And I just seen what's going on, be more than New Haven. What's going on? I just seen where Freddie Rose picked Crawford to beat Spence and picked Spence and Crawford to beat Thurman. I seen the headlines in that video. I'll take a look at that, see what's popping. People hold Freddie Roach word godly. But I don't think everybody's seen how good Spence is at this point as well. He showed what he got to show, but Brook don't want to give him his credit. That's fine. I mean, he didn't earn your respect by breaking your other side of your face and break you down and knock you out. You think after a fight everything is love, especially a fight of that magnitude where most people believe he quit. But if he's not that great, why isn't nobody signing up to fight this guy? Why does he just can't give him his credit, man? Because at the end of the day, this is a guy that waited his time. He took a voluntary for his fight. He fought the mandatories. He fought the mandatory fights. He did everything he did, to build up to get that IBF title. He went to your home country. He did the USADA. He did USADA and VADA testing for that fight. He done everything he supposed to do. He done everything you asked him to. He took the money. He came to your country, beat you up. I don't understand why it's so hard for him to give him his credit. And then listen to Kell Brook. He's slurring. He's slurring real tough in this fight. I don't know if he was drunk or he's drained or tired. But it's for some reason, people are saying for certain fighters, oh, they not that good, or after they beat him, oh, he's overrated. Well, why ain't nobody in the hell? Why nobody signing to fight these guys then? The Charlos, the Wilders, the Spences, people of that nature, Robert Jr.'s, which got video coming after I do this, uploading for that. If they not that good, why is anybody signing up to fight these guys? Yeah, chocolate brownies. What's going on, Harold? All this stuff he was talking, man. He talked mad cast stuff leading up to that fight, and he quit. He quit. He couldn't take the beating. People say his eyes, and Chrissy Banks Sr. had a great definition of what a warrior truly is. If you see that video, I advise you to look it up. But, why you can't give him his credit, man? If he ain't that great, why ain't nobody signing up to fight Errol Spence? And people saying, you're an Errol Spence fan. Man, I wasn't on the Errol Spence bandwagon. You asked Mr. RBTA. We debated this. I thought, excuse me, a little bit under the weather. I thought that Keith Thurman would definitely beat him. I didn't think it was no comparison, but now I think the gap has closed. And me not seeing Keith for late, I see the change in Keith from when he was hungry to where he's wealthy and healthy now, and and not as hungry. You know, I do think, you know, Spence is a different animal. And when I'm hearing what he's doing to guys in the gym, and he has a hidden game that he hasn't shown us on a professional level yet, you know, the sky's the limit. You know, people want to make insinuations saying why Crawford would beat him, why Thurman to beat him, why this guy would beat him, why Kell Brook. I put Kell Brook to beat him. I'm not ashamed to say I did. I thought Kell Brook was a more experienced fighter, but he's proved people wrong each time. So if all these guys, if Errol Spence ain't that good, I'm just saying this. You know, how can you pick a guy at 35 and 40 with the resume of Terrence Crawford and just look what he did at 40, look at 35, and just insinuate that he's going to beat Errol Spence or even Keith Thurman at 147? I don't see the names on the resume. I don't see any fighter that's, you know, 75% of what Errol and Keith Thurman is that Terrence Crawford beat at 35 and 140. And people say, oh, you contradict yourself on Terrence Crawford. I'm not contradicting myself. I'm just playing the other side of the pendulum. You know, he's a good fighter, but we must see him at 47 first, because if he go out there and he struggles with Jeff Horn, all your opinions change. Everybody's opinion changes. He hasn't fought the competition level up to Errol Spence and Keith Thurman. You could say, oh, Victor Postal, that was a good fight, but if you put Postal in there with them dogs, what would happen? Common sense, we know what would happen. So I'm just saying, we just take a wait and see approach. But I love Crawford's confidence. I love his ability. I love his skill. Now, if you tell me that everything translates from 40 to 47, the power, the speed, the ability, the skills, everything, yeah, then I'm like, yeah, if he looks just the same as he did at 40 to 47 or a little stronger, faster, which is very possible, I'm like, yeah, you know, that's a tough fight to call, you know, very tough. You know, Gamboa did, you know, what's going on, Trey Bowman? Hey, Trey, I appreciate you. You always comment when you can, bro. Most definitely, you know, send you some, you know, shirt. A lot of y'all got some shirts that comment and subscribe and share the videos. I definitely appreciate everybody. Once again, I'm starting to know people's name on the regular. That's crazy now. But yeah, it's definitely different. And sorry for my loud neighbor truck, which I can't wait till he get his exhaust fixed. That's what I don't know. I don't know if Fortuna made the weight. But 10 minutes before I uploaded the final thoughts video for Fortuna and Robertson Jr., somebody tweeted 10 minutes that he didn't make the weight, and Robertson Jr. did continue to accept the fight. So I don't know. That was more than 2 hours after the weigh-in, so I don't know about that. But what's going on? Southside Boxing 601. Hey, what's going on? I gotta check out the channel out. I've been slipping on my channels and subscribing. But yeah, man, Kell Brook ain't had to, man, come on, just shut up. It was a good fight. You know, take nothing from him. But if you don't feel that way, if you do feel that way, that, you know, he ain't that great, rematch him again. You know, come over here and run it back with Errol Spence. You know, run it back. You know, you talking about retiring at the end of this year. Before you fight Khan, run it back with Errol Spence and show us how it's supposed to be done. Because if you want to make the excuses and make the play for him, well, he shouldn't have moved up and fought Gennady Golovkin. That's his fault. Gennady Golovkin. Obviously, he could have fought Peterson. They wanted to fight Cotto. Cotto did pull out. And they wanted to fight Cotto in, like, Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. Cotto didn't want that fight for whatever reason. Jesse Vargas was the main target. The money wasn't right. So he took his whole career and sold it for the $3 to $5 million, whatever he made versus Gennady Golovkin. And he damaged his career for life. I never understood that. Why did he move up 2 weight classes before he even proved anything at 147? He beat Sean Porter. He gained some fans because people who follow boxing, we remember 5 years or 3 or 4 or 5 years before that, him and Devin Alexander was playing mousetrap. It was Devin hurt, Kell Brook hurt, Kell Brook stabbed, this, that. And then he was playing cat and mouse with Sean Porter, so people thought he was a duck, goose. You know, for sure. Appreciate it. He's playing duck, goose, man. You know, we remember a lot of people lost faith in Kell Brook. You know, I don't think it was the eye. I'll explain that in a minute, Mr. Young. But, you know, he's playing duck, goose. He proved his point versus Sean. He has shocked a lot of people versus Sean Porter. And we was jumping on the bandwagon. Then he jumped up versus Triple G. We was like, oh, we got a lot of respect for him. But he never proved what he's supposed to prove. And I don't think it was the eye that he beat Kell Brook. I mean, I'm going to tell you why I don't think... yeah, it was. Yeah, he right. It wasn't his greatest performance. He didn't need his greatest performance to beat that Kell Brook. But the thing was, what I was noticing about the fight, the body punching. Kell Brook wasn't able to hold on the inside. Errol Spence don't train for Kell Brook not to be able to hold him. So if you notice before he got the eye, Kell Brook was being very, he was being very good with his feet. He was moving. He was kind of throwing them off. We know Kell don't have the greatest feet, but when he had to sit there and when Errol Spence was wearing him down with the body punches, That's when he was able to attack the eye. And I don't think it was the eye or not the eye, in my opinion. I think eventually, even if he didn't suffer those injuries, he's getting knocked out because he couldn't handle the pace, he couldn't handle the body work, he couldn't hold on the inside. So he couldn't tame that animal named Errol Spence. So I just think, you know, if it was the eye or not the eye, that's my opinion, he was going to stop Kell Brook. And I picked Kell Brook, you know. But I was watching that fight and people getting happy, like, oh, you know, Kell Brook is doing good. But I seen something different. I seen Errol Spence processing information, making subtle adjustments when people thought he was losing rounds. And then, you know, he stepped it up. It was like it was by design. He stepped it up and he stopped it when he had to. But, you know, Kell Brook should just give credit where credit is due and just bow out, man. You know, he was a better man that night. I know I ain't going to fight him again, you know, because I'm moving up in weight and I plan on retiring. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, you can say Brook ain't got the heart, but at the end of the day, man, you know, your eyesight, that's something that you don't play with, you know. You know, you can't see. You know, you look at Zeus Shimon, who may not be able to see no more. That's tough to deal with. So I'm not going to, you know, I ain't going to tell him that because maybe I'm in the same position and maybe he got kids and a wife and he sacrificed his eye, you know, just to say he got heart and just for the approval of his fans. And he looked back on it, he said, I wish I would have quit and still have my eye. So I'd rather quit than have my eye than prove something to fans that's going to continue to be fickle and flip-flop. And to prove them I got heart. I mean, save your eye, save your health. Yeah, he should dominate Peterson. I mean, I don't think that didn't change my mind. Only thing for Errol Spence in this fight, he can go, his stock can go up. It really can. Just by dominating Peterson, because Peterson is a household name, and if you dominate Peterson in a highlight reel fashion, people gonna be speaking about Errol Spence. You see that guy that knocked out Errol Spence? I mean, knocked out Peterson. That boy Errol Spence good, man. Oh, we seen him on the Breakfast Club. Oh, he's that. You know, he gonna get buzzed because he's the only fight on that night. I think the Matisse fight is next week, 27th, with the Herlin Nares fight. So it's his night. You know, unless Bunny gets a highlight reel knockout, but it's his night. So it's his night to put up a shut up. He's the only fight on that night. Put up a shut up for Errol Spence tomorrow, man. But if he looks bad, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. If he looks bad, you know, excuse me, if he looks bad, I mean, look for people to come out and try to call him out. But like my boy Matt Valentine from Brick City, Jersey said, you know, I've been hearing Espinoza said this a few months ago that, you know, he's going, you know, he's confident that Thurman and Spence going to happen this year. So if Espinoza, the head of Showtime Sports and used to be the head of HBO Shorts, feel that way, I'm going to take his word on it because it's setting up for that way. Because Rios and Garcia winner got to fight Porter for Thurman mandatory. So Thurman has time, you know, from April all the way to the, you know, to whenever to fight Errol Spence. He probably going to fight Errol Spence sometime in the fall and the winter. And we get that fight. And hopefully Espinoza right. Hopefully Keith Thurman stay healthy. On God, if Keith Thurman is injured from before the Vargas fight or after the Vargas fight, somebody got mad because I said he should be stripped for inactivity and he could just be an interim and get his title shot right back out the way. He can't hold this up no more, man. We can't take no more Keith Thurman injury. We can't take no more one time for 1 year. I mean, we tired of that, man. You gonna fight Errol Spence, you know, get it over with, you know, and we can move on to talking Crawford and undisputed champion, you know, because if he's injured again, you know, the Vargas fight hasn't been talked about. I guess they still hashing out some talking about who said that shit? Talking about you know, coming back. Hold on, I can't even see the comments. Oh, there we go. My bad. No, I'm a Laker fan, bro. Pistons, Laker fan from Detroit, but I'm a Laker. You know, Magic from around here. Yeah. It should be a champion in recess. Yeah, man. He should be like, you know, champion in waiting. You know, let these guys become undisputed lineal. But that's all I got for the night, man, fellas, man. But Kell Brook, Sour Grapes. I'm going to leave it. When this video get done processing, I'm going to leave that interview in the description. And watch how he's slurring the video. It's only a minute of your time. And subscribe to Fight Hype, like the video. Fight Hype UK always bring good stuff. He's slurring. He don't even look right, you know. But I will say this. Don't forget tomorrow night, live scoring, live reaction for the Spence and Peterson card, televised card. It's only Fortuna and Easter on there and Peterson and Spence. Don't forget the podcast. I'll link it in this description. We're going to do podcasts for the live shows, you know, so you can watch it on the go. You don't have to pay to use YouTube outside your app. So all the live shows, the fight breakdown and predictions, and the post-fight reaction, we're going to do, we're going to do a podcast for those. So subscribe to the podcast channel on Podcaster. Eventually, I'll put it on Spotify and all that. I'm working on it now. So we're taking it to the next level once again. If you missed the live show tomorrow, the podcast link I'm putting in the description is straight to the live show. You can listen to it. We had Mr. IOTBA on last night and Moni Brown TV. But we gone.